Good afternoon and welcome to Crabtree Avenue. You join us on a slightly overcast day in Hollingbury to view a 3-bedroom semi-detached family home, offered to the market in well-presented condition throughout and having been extended, although there is still potential for further enlargement or reconfiguration, subject to the necessary consents of course. But number 65 is the one we're here to see. You have handy side access, and then the property is nicely set back from the road. You have this grass verge and hedge to the front, so it's a really nice outlook, but also it gives you a nice bit of privacy inside the home. But stepping in, and we have a spacious entranceway. You've got plenty of space for shoes and coats underneath the stairs. And then heading left, and we have the living room. A very comfortable size, nice and secluded to the front. You can shut it off, and this could be a nice cozy room for yourself and the family to enjoy. We do have the bay window to the front, and although it's a bit of a darker day, you do get plenty of natural light pouring through from here. But then just to block it off, you do have those lovely bespoke plantation shutters as well. And then just heading through this doorway here, and you have more of a formal dining space. You could easily fit a 6-seater dining table here, and then you enjoy that attractive view over to the rear aspect. Now, of course, if you did wish to knock through these 2 rooms and have it as a more open space, that's certainly possible, subject to the necessary consents. But that would make it lovely double aspect and a very large room indeed. But then the kitchen, that's a real feature of the home, so it's incredibly well equipped. You've got plenty of wall and base units, countertop surface, and space for all white goods. Lovely range cooker down to the left there as well. And again, you're overlooking that lovely rear garden. And that's a particularly noteworthy feature of the home. We'll take you out to the rear garden later and have a really good look around there. But this portion of the kitchen is an extension, so it gives a really valuable amount of space, and you've got a lovely breakfast table and chairs here. So it's a really excellent space to entertain guests. And then you also have the door leading out to the garden and side access. So excellent if you are dealing with muddy boots or muddy paws. Then wrapping back round into the entranceway, and you've got a handy downstairs WC here as well. It's an absolute must-have in a family home. But let's take a little look upstairs and have a look at the accommodation. So upstairs we have 2 comfortable double bedrooms and 1 generous single. All of them do benefit from integrated storage, and then we've got a sleek, fully tiled family bathroom servicing all 3 bedrooms. But just as we head around the first floor, it is really worth mentioning the location with this one. Situated in Hollingbury, you are so close to everything that Brighton and Hove has to offer. So firstly, you're incredibly well connected. There's regular bus routes on Crabtree Avenue and Wilmington Way, leading in and out of Brighton. Preston Park mainline station is less than 2 miles away, and for those that drive, the A23 and A27 are both within very easy reach. There's excellent schools nearby, including Carden Primary, Patcham High and Patcham Infants, just to name a few. And then of course there are tons of green spaces nearby, with the closest being Carden Park, which can lead up and across Ditchling Road and down towards the Wild Park Local Nature Reserve. But you've also got easy access out onto the South Downs and various tracks leading across there. And then there are various amenities nearby. So on Carden Avenue, you've got a Sainsbury's local. There's also a Premier with a post office within. And then towards the end of Carden Avenue, you've got a large M&S food hall and Asda for your weekly shops. But here we have the family bathroom. And then finally, we have a very generous single bedroom. It's very, very comfortable as a single room, or it would make an excellent home office. And these bedrooms at the rear do obviously benefit from those stunning views out towards the South Downs. But let's take a look outside now. So just coming out from the side entrance now, and we come out to this lovely large patio, and as you can see, it's a great space. You've got plenty of room for multiple seating areas. It's absolutely ideal for alfresco dining. You've got multiple spots where you can set up a seating area, and of course there'd be plenty of space for a barbecue, etc. here as well. You do have multiple electrical points that are boxed and secured, so you do have power out here. And then you do have the patio space complemented by these flower beds, so adding a bit of colour here as well. And one of the real standout features of this property with its elevated position is, firstly, how incredibly private this garden is. You're hardly overlooked at all, and you're certainly not overlooked from the rear. You can't even see the neighbours behind, but you do get lovely views out across to the South Downs. So particularly on a clear day, you're getting incredibly far-reaching views. But the garden itself is incredibly expansive, so you've got a further very large area of lawn following the patio, and this space here is very flat, very usable, making it children and pet friendly. And then you've got a slight slope leading down to a further area of lawn to the rear there. But we'll just give you a glimpse back of the property because you can see just how much space you have out here. But to the bottom, and we have a small area of patio and storage shed, but you've got plenty of space out here, and you could certainly set up a home office, external studio, if that was of interest, subject to the necessary consents of course. But this is Crabtree Avenue. It's offered to the market in excellent condition throughout. It's ready to view today. If you would like to take a look, please do give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.